Hi there. This message is for the brides or brides to be out there. You've waited for months, maybe even years, for your fiance to finally pop the question, to decide he's ready for commitment. So all of a sudden it happens. He pops that question down on a knee, maybe, maybe not, with a ring, maybe in a fancy dinner place, maybe in a rural setting or a garden setting or outdoors somewhere. But here it comes, right? You and you say yes, of course, because you've been waiting for all these years or months. But now what? I mean, panic sets in, right? Because you know that he's not going to do much of the wedding planning stuff. You're going to have to do that. I mean, he's male typically, and us males are not really good at all that detail work. So you're going to get to figure out, oh, so many things to do. So, what do you do first? Well, often what happens first is that you figure out, well, it won't be long now, or maybe it will. Maybe it's going to be 6 months, maybe a year, maybe an 18-month long engagement. And that may seem like a long, long time. But in the wedding world, it's not very far away. Most venues are booked up at least 12 to 18 months in advance. So that's the first thing you need to book. And you do that immediately after you uh, choose your guest list, because the guest list dictates the venue in many cases as far as size goes. So, he's put a ring on it, but that doesn't mean that it's all wrapped up and ready to go. You've really got a lot of stuff to think about. A lot of planning work but hopefully there's help out there. I mean, I always recommend, if your budget allows it, that you hire a wedding planner. It makes your life so much easier. If you can't do a full planner, at least do a day of coordinator so that he or she can take you through the process and take a lot of the pressure off of you. And do the checklists. There's tons of them on Pinterest, on my website, on my Facebook page. Do the checklist to make sure you don't miss anything. I mean, it's really important. So, if you can't do a planner, at least, make sure that you don't miss anything. It's really important to do that. And you'll get nervous. I mean, that's normal. There's so many details to deal with. The venue, the caterer, the cake maker, the DJ, the photographer, the videographer, all of these very, very important things. But watch out, because there's also one other important person that you need, and that's your officiant, the person who can marry you. And often the officiant gets left till last, or you're in a panic way near the end. Oh, what am I going to do? We need somebody to marry us. So make sure the officiant's on your list fairly early, because we do get booked up. I've got bookings that are 12, 14, 18 months out right now. My summer of 2017 is just fully packed. And I am running a special. If you want to get married in November, December, January, February, I can save you $50. But once you've got all that planning done and you declare it finished, you can then sit down and say to yourself, this is my special day. I'm going to get ready. I'm going to relax. I'm going to plan the last little details as far as hair and makeup and the bridesmaids and all of that sort of stuff. Get the rehearsal out of the way so that I feel comfortable with the way the ceremony is going to go. And basically just make sure that I can really relax on my special day. And then enjoy your day. Enjoy your ceremony. If you've done everything right, if you've got help, if you've got an officiant who has taken you through the process, you're going to feel confident about your day. You're not going to be worried. You'll have somebody who can spoon feed you the vows, nothing to memorize, spoon feed you the ring exchange items, nothing to memorize. I mean, when I do weddings, I make sure that my brides and grooms realize that They need to breathe, and that they're going to do wonderfully. I mean, it's not going to be an issue. It's not going to be a problem because we've either practiced it or we've gone over it to the point where they're comfortable. And I've done enough of these things that I know how to make it happen properly for them. So enjoy your perfect ceremony and celebrate. Celebrate during the reception, during the dinner if you're going to have one, and celebrate the fact that you picked a great officiant if you picked me. I mean, I'm a minister who will meet you up front, customize your ceremony and your vows on your script, and perform your ceremony your way. If you need extra readings, if you want people to sing songs, if you want mention of loved ones who couldn't be there, uh, all of these things are easy to handle for you, and make sure that the ceremony gets put together exactly the way you would like to do it. And I finished the paperwork at the end of the ceremony as well. I'm happy to work with your photographers so that they get pictures of you guys signing your legal and decorative packages and all of that sort of stuff. So give me a call if you're thinking of getting married sometime in the next 2 to 20 months, and let's see if I can be of service to you. If you just want to ask a quick question or see if I'm available, you can always call me at 503-705-6562. That's my private line, although you'll see on here also 503-877-4609. That works. It's my business line. You will be screened on that very briefly, but unless I'm in the car, I'll push the 1 and I'll connect with you. Or you can go to yourminister.org. That's my wedding officiant website. On that site, you can look at John's booking calendar and find out immediately if I'm available for your date or not. And you can find pricing information, package information. You'll find reviews from past clients, all of them thankfully very glowing. You'll find photos. You'll find my blog. You'll find referrals and resources. How do you get your marriage license? Who do you use for anything from bartender to videographers? They're all on the resources and referrals page. So if you just got engaged, if he finally popped the question, congratulations. I'm so happy to hear it, and I look forward to chatting with you and hopefully to marrying you and your fiance. I'm John Torino, and I'd love to be your officiant.